What's up guys, it's Casey and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a little first impressions video for you all. It is a makeup video. So today is June 11th and I got the KVD Vegan Beauty Planet Fanatic eyeshadow palette in the mail this morning, and I seen that it just actually dropped yesterday, so I want to try it out for you guys, let you know how I feel about it. So apparently this is a unique wet / dry matte and shimmer eyeshadow, so you can use them wet, you can use them dry, you can literally do whatever you want with it, and this is the first time I've ever taken it out. This is what the palette looks like. It's super pretty. It's neutral, but it does have some color in it, like a cranberry color, a green color, still in the neutral earth tone kind of family. Definitely a palette that I can see myself taking with me on the go. We do have some cool tones as well. So I'm super excited to be trying this out and let you guys know how I feel about it. Before we begin, you guys already know what to do. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and turn on the notification bell so you're notified every single time I upload a new video. And let's go ahead and get started. Before we begin, let's go ahead and swatch the shadows because I want to see what they look like. I do also have the names of the colors as well. So we're going to start off with the top row. Oh, these feel really, really good. So the first color is called Fault Line. Oh my God, these feel so good. Let's get into that. Let's get into that. This next beautiful shade is called Dune Shift. And when I tell you, me just putting my fingers in these are so buttery soft. The next shade is a matte shade and it's called Tectonic, I believe is how you pronounce it. This next shade, I think it's pronounced like Biophilia, child. I don't know what that say, but it is this really pretty shimmery green color, absolutely gorgeous. The next shade is a matte shade and it's a gray. It's called Tidal Flow. It's that gray shade there called Tidal Flow. The next shade is a white shimmer with like pink reflex and it's called Permafrost. Let's see what that's giving. Oh, that's super pretty. The next is another shimmer shade. It's like kind of like a coppery shade and it's called Organism. So it's a copper shade with like kind of like gold reflect. So this is the entire first row. Starting with the next row, we have this really beautiful red brown called Igneous. Child, why would they use the most difficult words for this? They know I can't read. But it's this really, really pretty matte shade. The next is a shimmer called Isotope. It's a really pretty like orangey gold kind of situation. I don't know, but that is gorgeous. The next is called Solarwind, another copper shade. Next is like a greenish gray kind of color. It's definitely a cool tone called Fragment. It's a matte. I don't really see myself using that one too often. Next is called Strato. It's like a rosy tone. It's a matte shade. It's more of rose. Next is a really pretty kind of purple called Crater. And last but not least, this is Biomass, which is a shimmery purple shade. So I know these swatches are not the best, but this is all the colors in the palette. Here is the palette. So based off my swatches alone, I'm actually really excited to try them because each eyeshadow felt super soft and buttery and I'm here for it. I feel like they are going to blend like a dream. So I just want to go ahead and jump right into this. We're definitely going to use a combination of the mattes and shimmers. We're going to wet the shimmers. I'm so nervous to wet the mattes. I know they are made for that, but I am so scared. Okay, so the box says that this palette feels a bit different because it is different. We made it ultra easy to fully recycle with no mirror, no magnets, no metal, no disassembly needed. Wow, that's amazing. What's not different? These high performance, high pigmented eyeshadows are 100% vegan. So we love that, of course, because their name is KVD Vegan Beauty now. So we expect everything to be completely vegan. All right, so let's go ahead and just get into it because I'm excited. So I'm going to use my Morphe primer. I know I should probably use the Kat Von D, but I don't want to experiment 2 times, you know, because I wouldn't know what didn't give. Was it the eyeshadow? Was it the primer? I don't feel like that's a good idea. So I'm just going to go ahead and use what I know for now. So I'm just going to blend this primer out. So I'm thinking we can do a very like simple kind of smoky eye because that's what I feel like these shadows are giving. So I'm going to kick this off with this shadow right here, which I feel like is going to be a perfect transition color. And that is Tectonic, I believe is how you pronounce it, child. They really try to stump me with the name of these shadows. So I'm gonna just use a fluffy brush. There is a little bit of kickback. That doesn't bother me. That doesn't bother me at all, honestly. Ooh, baby, it's giving pigment right away, child. Oh my gosh, it's really giving pigment. Wow, like I'm not putting no pressure, no nothing. This is just going on so nicely. Wow, that looks good. That is like the perfect transition color for me. And when I tell you, all right, it's a lot of kickback. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. Not that I ever do my skin first, but this definitely tells me, baby, I am not doing my skin first with this. Not if I gotta be blending. Packing, maybe a little bit. If you do it wet, maybe you'll be fine. So far, so good. I'm feeling a little impressed. Next, I wanna go into this more like reddish brown shade right here to kind of just like deepen up the crease. I wish this had like a really chocolate brown in it. As you can see, the brush is loaded with product. So we're just going to kind of do the same thing we just did, but just go a little lower. Oh my gosh, it's coming out a lot lighter than I thought. So I feel like as dark as this color is in the palette, it should have been a lot darker on my eyes. I feel like I have to build it up, but what I'm fearful of is building it and then it beginning to skip. It blends super easy, but I don't want you to blend into nothing. Like I still want the color to be there. I'm not sure if it's just not layering correctly or what, but I feel like the pigment is not as strong as I would like it to be. For the color to look so dark in the pan, like I don't know if it's washing out on camera, but the color looks really dark in the pan. For it to not give that right now, it's kind of upsetting. Because then there's like no color is dark enough to like make this like a really nice smoky eye, you know? Okay, so my first initial thoughts is that the colors blend together really nicely. I don't want to take away from that. Like they blend, like you could put 2 and 2 together and they're gonna blend really nicely. But I just feel like the palette is really not as, it's pigmented, but the color is not coming out as strong as it looks in the palette, if that makes sense. Like I'm clearly getting color payoff, but it's just like that color to me is supposed to be so much darker. Maybe I'm bugging, I don't know. But I just felt like it would have been a lot darker, which is kind of leading me to think like, where are we going? I think we're gonna go ahead and go into some of these shimmer shades, which we're gonna use wet and dry. So I'm gonna spray some Fix Plus on a synthetic brush because I want to start to use these shimmer shades, and I really want to utilize the fact that you can use them wet. I'm going to start with this one right here, which is this really pretty gold, and we're going to put that towards the front of our lid. Oh yeah, that looks good. I'm gonna kind of just drag it to the center of my lid. So I feel like when I put this shadow on and I'm swiping it on my eyes, it's moving the other eyeshadow like off and out. I don't know how to explain it. Like, do you see, like right there, it looks like I have no shadow, but I have shadow there. So I feel like the wet shimmer shadow is like taking off the matte shadow. I don't know what's going on. I'm getting confused, and I had a long day already, and now I'm getting frustrated. I'm getting a little frustrated. Now you're gonna tell me I can use it wet, and then you're not even working right. It's like when you first put it on, it's pretty, but baby, if you're not gonna lay on top of the matte one right, then what are we doing? It's literally taking off the other eyeshadow. Like, I cannot make this up. Like, I'm watching it. As I move this over, it's like the other eyeshadow is just like pushing back. I don't know how to explain it. It's so weird. All right, I'm gonna try to take like the darker copper shade and kind of do like a gradient effect. I'm not gonna like completely re-wet my brush. It's just like whatever's on my brush, like let that be it. And we're gonna start doing the center and outer corner. It's literally, okay, this is pissing me off. I'm not even gonna lie. When I put it, it's literally taking off the other eyeshadow. Like, baby, what am I supposed to do if you're taking off the eyeshadow? Guys, like, I'm sorry. Like, can y'all see this? Hold on. Can you see that? That was not just like that. I'm putting this on, and it's literally removing. Like, you can see that. Like, it just happened. It's literally removing the matte shadow. Yo, this palette is bugging. And I really was excited because the swatches, like, it felt so good. But it's, what the fuck is going on? Now you can really see it. I don't even gotta get close. You can really see. It took off the, what the, all right. I'm gonna try to grab a dark shadow and try to fix this. Please hold. Okay, so I just grabbed my handy dandy soft glam palette because what I'm going to try to do is maybe like, I don't know, blend some eyeshadow here where the hell the fucking other eyeshadow took off this eyeshadow. Child, you know you mad when you start cursing. That's when you know you mad. So I'm just going to take this and see if I can go over where it began to like kind of get patchy and see if we can create something here. Because I know what's gonna happen is we're gonna have to just do a wing, because a wing is gonna cover up all this ugliness. Like, look at that. Why does that look like that? What the hell is going on? I try to really smoke it out, add some black. Would that cover that up? No, probably not. I'm probably making shit worse. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck is happening, honestly. All right, guys, this is kind of what I'm left with. Because I really want to quit. I really just want to stop right now and just be like, I am done, baby. This is not it. But I'm not a quitter, and I want to get through my full face. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to do my wing and lashes and all that off camera. And then we'll be back to like do the lower lash line. But I'm pretty sure you can tell by my reaction right now how I feel. I'm gonna just say that. So I'm gonna go ahead and do what I just said, and I'll be right back. Okay, and I am back with my skin clearly on, and we gotta finish off these eyes, child. And I ain't even looking forward to it. I ain't gonna lie to you. Today has been rough. Today has been rough. Like, okay, I was looking forward to like getting into some makeup and something being successful, and you know, this palette. Yeah, we should continue with it, right? That's the right thing to do. I'm gonna take the like white sparkly shade and pop that in the inner corner of my eyes because that makes sense. And I didn't wet it. Personally, I don't even feel like it's even worth me using the palette to do the bottom of my lash, but we did use it in the inner corner, so I feel like that's something. So I'm just gonna go right in with my soft glam and just finish this off by taking Noir, which is the black shadow, and smoking that on the bottom. Okay, guys, and I am back. So as you can tell from this video, I'm not feeling this Planet Fanatic palette. It kind of like literally threw my whole mood off, if you guys can tell, because I really had high hopes for it, especially during the swatching, because the swatching, the eyeshadows felt really soft, really beautiful. I just felt like it was going to give, and I already noticed it was going downhill once I applied this shadow, because as dark as this shadow looks in the palette, it should have translated like that on my eyes, but it was a lot lighter, and at that moment I was like, all right, something's not right. And then when I started with the shimmery shadows and I made them wet, yeah, pretty, okay, cute. But then it just started to remove my other shadow. Like, I don't know what that was about. I'm going to continue to play with this palette off camera when I don't have plans, just in case, because I don't want to make myself mad. And maybe see if it wasn't my primer. But I don't know, because I use that primer with all my eyeshadows and I never have an issue. So that was really concerning for me. I love the packaging. I love the fact that it is something that you can recycle completely. That's great. But it's just, you know, it didn't give. It didn't give the way I wanted to. If it wasn't for this wing liner and adding in those darker shadows from the soft glam palette, like, this look would be a complete disaster. So that was rather disappointing. Yes, I would honestly pass on this. I can still use it in conjunction with other palettes, but if you are someone who maybe doesn't have a large makeup collection and you're looking for a palette to go ahead and purchase and to like utilize a lot, or maybe you're making a travel makeup bag, let's say you're making a travel makeup bag and you just want one palette that you keep for traveling, I wouldn't go with this. And that is my most honest opinion. I love KVD Beauty. I actually have on their new cream blush right now. If you guys want to see my thoughts on that, go ahead and check on my TikTok, because I posted a TikTok about it. I love KVD Beauty, and I am so grateful to be on their PR team. You know, I gotta be honest with y'all. If I'm not feeling something, that's just what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna say pass on this respectfully. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Leave some suggestions of other things that you want me to try out, any makeup looks you want me to do, things of that nature. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.